I loved that segment. News and rumors, Al, it's still yours to go.
All right, so I'm going to start doing...
Ryback is getting us over.
I'm going to start doing this as a disclaimer so people can't be little babies.
That'll never stop.
Just to be clear, rumors are rumors. None of this has been confirmed as fact. It is just things that are circulating around the pro wrestling rumor mill. Remember, take it with a fucking grain of salt. But getting into it.
Let's get into it.
The idea behind doing the Kevin Owens-Cody Rhodes fight at Bad Blood the way WWE did was to get the moment to go viral because fans would film it and put it online and share it around, says PW Insider. What do y'all think about, like, what they did for this to let the fans leak it?
That was cool.
Genius.
That was so cool, man. That was smart. Way to have your finger on the pulse, like, because that just shows, like the technology, how people share information, how quick things get out. That was so smart. Like that was cool as hell, man.
What I liked about it most, and all of you will agree with me when I say this, as people who talk about wrestling weekly, and we all would say that we're semi-smart to the business as much as we watch and know, right? I said then and there, it almost looked like it was a shoot because there wasn't a fucking production crew there.
Yes.
That's what made it so fucking smart, was they didn't send out $1 million worth of camera equipment to get the shot. They let it happen organically. They let the fans record it, and I was like, that was fucking genius. Like,
and now it gives them an edge.
Yeah.
They followed up with it on Friday, like where Kevin Owens was banned from the show, and like segments are now taking place that are not supposed to happen, and they're following through with it. It is, it's awesome. I'm sorry, well, I didn't mean to talk over you. It's really dope.
No, man.
It's time to play the fucking game, bro. This shit was just perfect timing with the Vince thing, with that creepy bastard shit coming out. Like, that shit, I don't know if you watched that. That dude is a fucking diabolical demon. And all of this coming out, and I just been saying it from the beginning, Triple H is the GOAT. His direction, his finger on the pulse, them knowing the type of shit that'll go viral on their own. They didn't have to fucking do anything. They let the fans do it and push their shit millions of views. Like you said, they didn't have to waste any overtime on niggas recording back in the back. No producers, no cameraman,
there's social
no
media.
Power trucks.
The WWE social media didn't even repost it. They let it get spread
word of mouth.
Completely, just completely on the fan side and all the media outlets. Like, it wasn't even pushed by WWE on social media.
And you know what that was? That's as much, even though it was so progressive and forward facing, it was still old school fucking mentality. You do something hype and let word of mouth push you to where you want to go. Save the advertisement dollars and everything. You just do something so crazy. Let the people make other people come. They're doing their work for you for free. That's a free advertising job for free. They didn't post a thing on any of their stuff, and then you played off into it and made it a storyline and made it look like the fans made it a storyline. So you're incorporating the fans back into the storyline. You're getting more eyes on the product because of just simple word of mouth, and you're saving fucking money along with it. Like, the GOAT. The fucking GOAT. Let's get it.
All right. You know me. I'm going to have a question for Contrarian all the time. If you took Triple H's booking now and you put that shit in the heart of the Attitude Era, 99 to 2001, the bloodline run that we've had under Triple H for the last 2.5 years, everything he's done, right? Do you think if you put him smack dab 98 to 2000 in the Attitude Era, do you think Triple H would be cooking well enough to topple WCW in the 83 weeks?
No. Absolutely.
It was too It was too immature. He'll tell you he was too immature back in them days.
I was about to say, you had to kind of grow into this role. Man.
I know, but you gotta. It's not even necessarily about his maturity level. It's about his mind for the business. He was already.
No. What I'm saying is,
I know
the stories from today and put them in '98. Not Triple H as a person. I know he wasn't ready in '98. What I'm saying is, if you were to take this story now, Triple H now, and you give him the pencil and you put him in the time machine and you run today's stories against WCW in '98, would this story beat WCW?
Yeah, with all that experience he's
Yes.
got, and
Yeah.
Yes.
in hindsight, it wouldn't even be fair.
No.
It wouldn't even be fair, man.
And he'd be doing it without all the crazy shit, without all the backs of people, lawn darting Rey Mysterio and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wouldn't have to do it without all the craziness that WCW kind of used to get past WWE. Because you got to think, like, all they did was make it real. And we still had plumbers and shit and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, oh no, he would. I mean, like you said, Eric Bischoff, all them motherfuckers, they didn't even know nothing about wrestling. They were just trying to make a TV show. Like, you put a real wrestling booker back then that isn't an old man trying to make himself get himself over and off. Now that we know, hell yeah, Triple H would destroy them people.
Now,
Murder him.
Raquel Rodriguez will now be aligned with the Judgment Day and will be full-time moving forward.
Awesome.
Cool.
that's
I don't
cool.
mind it.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
I need something because I think she's a smiley Latina, honestly. I'm glad they put her with them.
Yeah. Jimmy will also be full-time. So he is fully recovered from whatever Mr. Illness rehab that happened.
Wow. You just do that out there. You just putting his business out there on live?
I mean, let's just be honest. Like, his dad is a reckless tweeter.
Yes.
I mean, he is. And
His
like,
dad's
I
as
don't
bad
know,
as
like,
Dak Prescott's
no one has-
brothers.
Let me preface that no one has said nor confirmed this is the case, but if some of the things that his dad said on Twitter lead me to think that maybe he was either the injury was super serious and they don't want to talk about it, or he was in rehab.
Understandably so. Either way, Godspeed and prayers. Yeah.
Or it could just be his dad's a fucking reckless tweeter and literally doesn't know what the hell he's talking about, just spewing off shit out the mouth. Like, because I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody in sports has that one person in their family that's leaking shit or just talking nonsense that everybody thinks he's saying for them because they don't want to say it, when in all honesty, it's just a fucking dad talking shit, running his mouth on Twitter, and we're paying way too much attention to it.
I can also say this in regards to that whole family. WWE has made people in that family literally carry around non-disclosure agreements with them,
Right.
and make people sign them regularly because of how often they know that family outside still talks. Even I've got a video on my TikTok now that is pushing 30,000 views, and it's Alpha Jr. losing his mind on an indie show last night and beating the shit out of a kid. It was for playing a Samoan character as a gimmick, and Alpha took that shit personally and shot on him in the ring and beat the piss out of him for it.
I haven't
Like,
seen that. I'm going to it's on your Twitter.
Samoan dudes take that shit seriously. It literally happened Friday night or last night, Bo. I got
Twitter?
sent. It got sent to me on Twitter. It's on my TikTok.
Oh, it's on your
I didn't post it on TikTok because the guy who sent it to me had already posted it there. He told me I could post it anywhere else, so I put it on TikTok. But yeah, Alpha Jr. beat the shit out of somebody for pretending to be Samoan. So, like, yeah, I think that the whole family is super protective, super territorial, and they will say and do whatever the fuck they want because they know they've got each other's backs. So I think it's, you know what I mean? Like, what are we going to do about it? Nothing. Like, I'm not fucking with a bunch of Samoan dudes, that's for sure.
My next thing, and I'm going to preface that this is a direct quote, so nobody come at me for the verbiage in this because it is a direct quote. The Wrestling Observer indicates that WWE chose Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, and Naomi as hosts of Bad Blood because no black wrestlers were booked in the matches.
No shit.
A direct quote from Wrestling Observer.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, that's not a fucking hot take at all. Like, I think that's exactly what it was, because it was random as shit for one, and right off the heels of that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I love Triple H, but I don't see color shit. I was like, oh my god, are you really that fucking stupid? I almost threw my phone at the wall when he said that. I'm like, no, bro, you cannot say, even if you really feel that way.
You can't say it.
And when it comes to race, you cannot fucking say that, because even if you are with the shits, you can donate to every fucking United nigga college fund, all that shit, all you want. But as soon as you say I don't see color, doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna say you're a racist.
Yeah, there's no other way around it. You say some shit like that, you're wearing yellow shoes.
Yes, exactly.
I love.
And I was like, bro. And my thing is too is like, I know it may not, and I honestly don't think it is, because like in NXT he did book a lot of black wrestlers and performers and stuff. Swerve, all of those guys, you know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, like, bro, there ain't no black people on TV, bro. So like, regardless if you see color or not, you need to start seeing some color fucking somewhere else besides them 3 bitches. That's all I'm saying.
Quan, can you hear color? Is that
Yes, you actually can hear color.
If you take enough LSD, you can hear lots of things.
Also, Daddy Meltzer is now saying AJ Styles' injury from SmackDown last week is legitimate, and he's getting an MRI done to determine the severity of it. Stop bringing him back. Like, just stop. It's just like Punk. Comes back, gets hurt, gone. Comes back, gets hurt, gone. Like, just stop.
Fair.
I don't think that's. I think that's a terrible take by you, but my thing is like, just realize you're not that AJ Styles anymore, bro. Stop doing a bunch of jumpy, flippy shit, man. You're a 50-year-old man. You might have a six-pack, you might have the hair of a god, but your legs and your ACLs and your ankles and shit are not the same, my guy. Stay on the ground.
Now that AJ Styles, that's a guy that doesn't see color. All right, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
definitely doesn't see color.
What the fuck?
Oh my god! I hate you, Daniel.
I like how you yelled so loud it sounded like it edited you, because you cussed and you were so loud your camera didn't pick it up. It sounded like Twitch edited you.
Daniel Jones is the worst fucking. Oh god, I hate this dude so fucking
I'll trade
much.
you Will Levis for Daniel Jones straight up.
Go watch this interception he just threw on. You're like, nah, it's pretty much the same. I think I'll keep
Will
it.
Levis has more interceptions than touchdown passes, alright?
Maybe Will Levis is slowed down by all the mayonnaise.
He does have a mayonnaise deal with helmets and a cologne that smells like mayonnaise. Kyle, are you just switching hats out as the show goes?
I was gonna try to commit to like the woodland winter hat, and it was too much.
Hey, bud.
Hey, bud.
You want to say hey? Hold on. They're right here. They're kind of loud.
Hey,
Hey, bud.
How are you?
Hey,
What's up, nephew?
You having a good night?
should smoke.
Who's smoking?
Who's smoking?
All right, get out of here. You bugged me.
Fuck me.
I'm still trying to figure out if you're mine. Go ask mom. All right.
He's getting something.
That's ridiculous.
Like, where's tell him to stop growing. Anyways,
You should see Gavin. Yeah,
I bet.
he's already grown another inch or two. He's getting
he's
big.
probably taller
Yeah.
than me now.
Close. I mean, Allison, you're only an inch or two too tall for to be an Oompa Loompa. So let's just be real. It doesn't say much.
I'm 3 inches tall, too tall to be considered a legal little person.
Damn, man. That
You're what,
disability check
5'2"?
would have been nice
I'm
too.
5'1.5".
And I'm 6 foot even.
Good
So I'm
God.
almost a foot taller than her.
Keith Lee still has not been cleared to return to the ring due to another undisclosed medical issue. Reports Fightful Select. Lee is still under contract at AEW and remains on the roster.
That poor guy.
I love
Man.
the shit out of Keith Lee, man.
It's the-
I want him to be healthy.
It's the price of being like big and black. Like if you big and black, you do not age well, man. Like you really don't. Like I'm sorry, man.
But he's got a super smoke show of a wife.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah,
But
yeah.
what were you
That
saying?
COVID will get you.
He had everything, man, and I mean, just he's been dealt some bad cards. I just hope he gets
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
He had the same issue with his heart that unfortunately took Bray from us, if you really
Yeah.
think about that.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the same side effects. That's why he missed the majority of his last year with WWE.
Jesus, Taekwon, fuck. Oh, it's not funny, man.
Fuck, Quan. You are.
After John Moxley recently successfully trademarked their old Switchblade Conspiracy team name from the Indies, speculation is that Sami Callihan will join Mox in AEW.
We looked it up last night. Me and Scows did. He is currently signed to a tour set of dates with MLW from what Scows saw, and I know he's got dates with TNA coming up. Neither of which are full-time like signed contracts, but it would definitely have to be after those are done. If he signs a full-time deal with AEW is what I'm saying. AEW might just bring him in like they did Gage a few years ago, where he wrestled like 2 or 3 shows or whatever it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, kind of deal.
Yeah. I'm here for it. Sami Callihan's a fucking beast. And he taught John Moxley how to be John Moxley.
And he's a really cool fucking dude too. Like I've met him a couple times, hung out with him. Like you wouldn't think like how he looks in his character on TV, but he's actually like kind of soft spoken and like kind of like not a dickhead. Like he was actually a pretty good time hanging out with. So yeah, no, I'm all for it.
The day I got to meet Sami Callihan was the set of Impact interviews that Al couldn't come with me to. Not the ones that I skipped, but the ones that she wasn't able to go to. And I got to meet, it was like Sami Callihan, Steve Macklin, Eddie Edwards, Nick Aldis was still there. Like there was like 5 or 6 people, and I was just like, and Al was like, because she had been with me to every single one up into that point when I got to go to the TNA media stuff. And this was the one she missed, and there was like 6 people there. And she was like, what the fuck?
Whatever. I got to meet Mickey James. I don't give a fuck.
Y'all hung out for like 15 minutes and talked fashion and glasses. Like, y'all just had a whole ass conversation.
This one is for Jax in particular. Kurt Angle told WFAN's Danielle McCartan that he's working with directors Ian and Eshawn Nels on a biopic that focuses on his youth and Olympic career, but not his pro wrestling one. A script is written and they are recruiting investors.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I feel like wrestling, its professional wrestling career has been documented perfectly and quite frequently. And outside of the mention of 5-10 minutes in the documentary, they mentioned about him being an Olympic gold medalist and what he went through, because he went through the whole Foxcatcher scenario with David Schultz, and
Yeah.
he went through a lot to get to win that gold. So I feel like we need a documentary focused just on that.
Yep.
There was a
Totally
lot
agree.
going on at that 96 Olympics anyways. Like a ton of shit going on like in the world. And you think about the Eric Rudolph stuff that happened that summer and the games still went on. Like everything. That was a wild Olympic Games to look back on. So I think it'll be cool just to get any information about it as we can.
Fightful Select notes that a longtime WWE employee told them the first episode of Raw on Netflix is expected to be one of the biggest shows in its history. More like a PLE rather than a regular episode.
I believe it. WWE
yeah.
loves their milestone shows, and they usually go pretty good. There's a couple outliers. What was the old school one where they went to like the old school like Raw set or arena or whatever. Like that one wasn't that good. But most of their other milestone shows They do some pretty cool shit on them. And I imagine
That's the
Netflix is gonna be a
300th
big
episode
deal.
of Raw when they went back to the fucking what was it?
It's Hammerstein.
Hammerstein.
I wanted. Is it Hammerstein? I was too scared to say it. I thought like that
It
was.
might be Hammerstein. I don't know. I just do a name.
No, there's
No, because that's
they did do it there.
ECW's in Philly.
No, that was the 2300.
Oh,
The
fuck.
one. What the fuck, AJ? You'll know this. What was the original theater where they did Raw originally in New York? What was it called?
Manhattan Ballroom.
Manhattan Ballroom. There you
There it
go.
is. Yeah,
I knew
yeah.
Somebody would come up. There you go. The Manhattan Ballroom.
That's the like that episode like sets RN off like every fucking time because that's where DX beat down what was it like the Ascension?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was just the quintessential like the old fucks destroying all the young guys and it wasn't like fun anymore for a lot of us to see that shit.
RN's biggest fears: old guys beating up under like young people for no reason. FTR was one of them. I remember that. AJ just threw it out there. Yeah.
They also state that there is frustration internally related to the booking of the women's tag team match on Raw this past Monday, related to the perceived lack of direction for the talent involved in a commercial consuming much of the match. Because they do that to the women's matches in general. Like, oh, time to show every fucking commercial because we want to do the whole first hour commercial free. So they fuck the women's match by being all commercials all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what? I mean, it's a tough fucking break, honestly. Like, it's their own problem. Like, there shouldn't be women's tag team titles. I'm sorry. They don't have any women's fucking tag teams. And, like, the thing I hate the most is them just throwing shit together just for the sake of somebody to have, just for the sake of the girls to have a tag team title match or anything like that. Like, it just shouldn't exist. I'm sorry. Like, it makes no fucking sense for it. They don't really have the roster for it. Like, and like you said, it always ends up the women put up in that position where they got to get a commercial or a picture-in-picture the whole fucking match. So, like, what are they even out there? Like, what's the point? So, I don't know. I've been against the tag team titles for a long time, and not like I said, not up against the women is because like, and same with the actual tag team titles. There's no fucking tag teams in the men's roster or the women's. Like, it's terrible.
Isn't your homegirl Natty? She's real prominent in the women's tag team. Or she was at least like up until recently.
Who?
Natty, Natalia Neidhart.
Natalia,
Yeah,
bro, your
your
portrait
page.
behind you.
I don't know who that is. My shit froze. I can't see nothing.
You're frozen on our side too, but it's a great picture. You don't have to worry.
It is.
Not like making a weird face.
I can still hear you guys though.
That's cool. That's all that matters. Audio is where we get most of our listens, anyways. Ain't nobody gonna see it.
The idea of a triple threat between The Rock, Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41 has been floated at WWE,
Like that.
according to WrestleVotes on a recent Q&A podcast. They say there's been no final decision, but the triple threat idea is on the table. Please, God, no.
Yes, do it. And give Rock the fucking belt, too. Oh my god, yes. Like, come on. What
Cut
do you
his
mean,
feet.
No.
Cut
What
his
do you
fucking
mean?
feet. Cut his feet right now.
Yo, fucking give it to The Rock. He'll hold it for like a whole year. We'll get to see those Instagram promos. Be badass, man.
No, sir.
No, it wouldn't, bro.
Who else is gonna take the belt off of Cody?
Literally
Roman?
anyone else.
Yeah, tell him, Ty. Shut up, nigga. Stupid. No,
Brian,
man.
Ryan Alvarez had an update about Luchasaurus' condition. Apparently, there were complications from the AEW star's case of double pneumonia, and tests indicate there may be permanent damage. Luchasaurus is at home, but still using oxygen as he's out of breath even after normal routine activity. Alvarez said, "I don't want to say it's a career-ending issue, but it could be a career-ending issue."
Yeah,
That sucks.
I've heard that
I
a
get
couple
that
places.
too,
Yeah, that's
That's terrible news, man. I hate
Just
to
take
hear
care of
anybody
yourself,
do
man.
that. Yeah.
Sad.
Give a reports of Chris Jericho and MVP falling out over politics. Fightful Select checked to see how things are backstage since MVP joined AEW. MVP repeatedly went to Jericho's locker room on his first night to hash things out.
Hell yeah.
They've since been seen interacting behind the scenes, and no further issues are expected.
Didn't he knock his ass out on his own boat?
Yeah, on the boat, man. That's the
knocked his ass out on the tour.
Yeah. Fucked on MVP.
They got in a fight. Like, well, his wife allegedly was at the Capitol on January 6th a few years ago.
Yeah, fucking fighting for our freedom.
Fighting for the freedoms.
God damn.
But
Freedoms
she
of
was
who?
there,
White people?
and he was very adamant about his stance in politics, which side of the aisle he sits on, as they say.
Mm-hmm.
And MVP is a very staunch liberal Democrat. And he has been, and he's very, vocal about that in his free time. And that's what led to the disagreement. Chris decided to get froggy, and MVP let him know who he was.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, you see
Nigga
that?
went to
Dude,
prison,
MVP's
real prison.
Don't fuck with MVP, man.
Fucking wrong with
Dude, that dude
Jericho's a
will
fucking
twist
idiot,
you.
bro. It ain't that motherfucking Canadian. Why he care about American politics, man? Take your ass back across the border, bro.
No facts.
That feels good to say that. Now I know why white people say that feels good, man. Go back to across the border, man.
Per PW Insider, Rhea Ripley and WWE have agreed to terms on a new 5-year contract that comes with a significant pay increase. However, the deal still needs to be signed.
For who? I'm sorry?
Rhea.
Oh, that's dope. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's going to be one of the highest paid wrestlers in WWE.
She should be.
They talked about it on Wrestling Observer, and I wrote about it in March when Okada signed with AEW, about how it's like the NFL now with free agency. Okada signed that huge deal, and now everyone who has signed a new deal after him has gotten the same or more money because of what a main event star gets paid. Sasha setting that precedent because Charlotte got what she got, and then Sasha was like, I want more than Charlotte. So Sasha became the highest paid women's star of all time. That means Rhea and that means Becky are both about to become the highest or next to highest paid women's stars of all time, because that's how the free agent market works now in pro wrestling. It's the exact same.
It should. That is how it should. You reset the market with every new free agent. Fuck these companies. Pay the workers. Don't give them no insurance or any type of long-term retirement plans or anything like that. Get every fucking dollar you can get. Fuck them.
Abso-fucking-lutely. And that's what I said. And that's what I wrote in March. I was like, this is the way it should have been from the get-go, because if you're worth the money, go out there and get paid somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make your money.
Absolutely.
According to WrestleVotes Radio, WWE is in discussions with Microsoft about coming out with a Call of Duty Championship Series.
That would be dope.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be fire.
The WWE themed Call of Duty tournament?
No. Yeah.
I'd be down for that.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that would be awesome.
I'd play the
Like
shit.
the winner gets a custom WWE Call of Duty title for being the best Call of Duty player in that tournament?
No, I don't think that that's what it is.
No, you're still locked up, Aaron.
What the fuck?
I think it would be cool as shit, and I think having WWE do things like this is, like we were talking about earlier, how genius of a marketing plan it is. Now that we've started dabbling, and you do it for a living. We don't even need to say dabble. Like, when you look at digital marketing as a whole, like branching out and getting your image anywhere else you can, like that's genius for WWE.
I don't know. I just, seeing Rhea Ripley with a fucking AK-47, I'm not sure.
That's pretty
Cody
fucking
had
dope.
one, and it was like America.
America.
Right.
An Aussie with a gun. That's American right there for you.
I'm pretty sure she has a fucking machine gun tattoo.
Let's see. With Vince McMahon gone from the company, the Wrestling Observer says WWE will now do blading for key matches and Angle. However, the idea is to not overdo it. In fact, Drew McIntyre was not supposed to bleed at all during the Hell in a Cell match against Punk at Bad Blood.
Well, that toolbox had second plans, so
Yeah,
Yeah, they're staples.
the hard
Yeah.
way, as they say.
According to WRKD Wrestling, if Big E can get medically cleared, there are potential plans for him to reunite the New Day as part of the teased Xavier Woods heel turn.
God damn it, Dad, as an elder emo, did blading really ever go away?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Pop.
I'm convinced that Big E will do a reunite with the New Day right as Xavier turns on him. Like, that'll be the thing. It'll be I think it'll be a more tasteful version of when Roman announced he had cancer, and then Ambrose turned on Seth Rollins. I think this will be a little bit more well received than that one.
I think that you're absolutely right. It'll lead up to the turn, and then right as it happens, Big E will step in and stop it from happening. You know what I mean?
Oh.
He's going to be the stopping point.
So you think he'll convince Xavier to not like
Exactly,
evolve
because
into this
they've
piece
all
of
three
shit?
up until this point have been very vocal in the fact they've said that they won't ever break the New Day up. They will go off
Right.
and do their own thing, but they don't ever feel the need to have to break up as a trio. And they were adamant about that until this run started, and they've been radio silent about it. The other keynote for this is as well, Big E made that last radio statement on the interview where he was like, my last scan excuse me, sorry, my last scans are coming up, and if they come back clear, then I'll start training immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No
Radio
shit.
silence since that happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
when's
it's even
When's the 10-year anniversary? Because they mentioned that on TV a couple weeks ago.
it's coming up in the next few months, and I think all of this is going to coincide and come together with the fact that Big E's going to come back, and he's going to be what saves the New Day from breaking up.
Oh man,
I want to see
I
Xavier
can see
turn.
Yeah, like what Dad had says right here. He says, "Give Big E back to the fans, and then immediately take him back away." That would be fucking cold, bro. That would be so
Wow.
cold. November
is
10th.
the 10th anniversary, so
Oh,
next
that's
month.
really fucking close. That's
I
really
don't
close.
I don't want them to break up. I'd rather them just all turn heel because they started out as heels anyway. So wait till the 10-year anniversary and have them just like fuck people up. I
You
don't know.
can't boo a reunited New Day. Like there's
Yes, you
no
can. But I
way.
can.
There's
Yes,
no
you can.
way.
People universally loved all of a sudden when they first started. No, they was like, oh, these three black guys are together. We hate this. They booed the shit out of them for probably about the first year and a half, 2 years. We keep forgetting that part. They didn't just automatically
They
start.
got so
No,
over,
they-
you can't boo them now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is it's the 10 years of history. You can't. They at this point people just respect them too damn much to boo them.
It depends
So
on who
we've
they
got-
fuck up.
So we've got a month and almost 2 weeks. So a month and what's that? 15 days.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Turn them heel. Turn them heel. Turn them heel.
turn him heel and then turn him back face really quick.
Yes.
I'm not opposed to that.
Even though WWE shot an angle with Goldberg and Gunther at Bad Blood, Dave Meltzer was told that a match between them isn't scheduled for Survivor Series or WrestleMania as of right now.
Oh, thank God.
Yes.
To me, that felt like just like, hey, Goldberg, you're in the crowd. We'll find a way to get you like on the show.
Yeah. We'll
Like
push
it
it.
didn't. Like I was shocked to hear that people thought that it was alluding to a match. You know, which I mean, it very well could be. But to me, like just the vibes it gave off, it was like, hey, Goldberg, you're here. We respect you. We'll let you,
Yeah.
put yourself over for a little bit.
I mean, they're in Atlanta. He played for the Bulldogs. He played he played for the Falcons. It was more of a at home woohoo. I'm still a badass.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what it felt like to me.
Yeah. Wrestle Purist believes that Penta has about 1 month left on his AEW contract, while Ray Phoenix is under contract for 9 to 10 more months. One reason why Tony Khan added time to the end of Ray's deal is because not doing so could lead to the dam breaking and wrestlers trying to take advantage of him. Also, Khan found out what the plan was for them on SmackDown, and he said, "Fuck that."
They openly
did what he had
talked
to do.
about like leaving. Like they were openly talking about their deals coming up and shit. Like you don't do that while you're under contract, man, because this is exactly what could fucking happen. They got nobody else to blame but themselves for that shit. I don't blame Tony Khan one bit, and that's not like speaking because I'm like an AEW guy. I'm just saying because that's unprofessional as hell to just be that vocal about your contract status and everything. And then you saw once it got around, you saw Penta, I think, try to save face. It was like, no, we love it here. All of a sudden, is because you like realized like, oh fuck, we opened our mouth too much. Like they got nobody else to blame but themselves for that one.
Yeah.
Pretty much fucking idiots.
Yeah. They also say the reason why Chris Statlander suddenly turned babyface is because they wanted to give Mercedes Moné a great match as soon as possible. The original idea when Chris joined Stokely Hathaway was for her to become the female Brock Lesnar, but now they've switched plans.
Oh.
It sounds very AEW.
Okay.
Yeah. So Wrestle Dream happened. We call it here Tony Khan's wrestling wet dream. He came out, screamed into the mic, standing next to Inoki's grandkids. Had literally no current full-time New Japan representation on a card that's supposed to be dedicated to the New Japan founder. As per usual, we only had 2 women's matches. Of course, one was on the pre-show. A bunch of mid shit, a banger women's match that could have been match of the night, and one surprisingly not bloody banger from Mox and Bryan. Oh yeah. Adam Cole Bay is back. And fuck Britt Baker.
Why is everyone mad at Britt?
She's a bully.
She's a bully and she broke Adam Cole's little baby heart.
She did break out a little bit. They broke up. She cheated on him with Christian, allegedly.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Christian so much.
Yeah, how is that even like? Now I know we're playing fast and loose with these news and rumors, but where the hell did that rumor even come from?
So this is exactly how it happened. One, Adam Cole posted in his personal gaming Discord that
they broke up, right?
Huh?
Well, yeah, that he had to move and stuff, right?
He was moving because of some personal shit. He was moving from wherever, like Tampa or Orlando, wherever her practice is. Orlando. Specifically, moving from that city back to his hometown in Pennsylvania. And he made it a point how he referenced that he was doing most of it by himself. He made it a point to reference doing it by himself. Then Britt made a comment about how everybody needs to mind their own business about what's happening. It's nobody's business but hers and Adam's. All right. And then there were some people who came out and allegedly said that Christian and Britt had hooked up because Christian and his wife have a very open relationship in 2024. And Britt presented the idea that her and Adam had an open relationship, and that wasn't the case.
So where did the rumor stem from, though? Like that's like where's the source of Britt cheated with Christian? Like where was that like originated from?
That came from the same dude on Reddit who has pretty much batted like 850 for most of this year with all of his leaks and stuff, and where I get a lot of my rumor mill stuff from. Like, nobody bats 1,000, but this dude's pretty fucking solid with his AEW stuff. And so far, everything revolving around this story has been absolutely true.
Well, Christian is everyone's father, so.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But mostly, she's just a bully.
She's a bully. Wrestle Dream was cool. Highs were super highs and lows were super lows. but again, that's AEW. That's the majority of their shit. I'm curious to see what they do moving forward.
Yeah, like I Wrestle Dream just didn't do it for me this year.
It was good, not great.
Last year it was a really good show.
It was amazing. Last year was a great show.
And like there were some really good matches. I am like, what perplexes me is that like he started doing this show to like honor Antonio Inoki, and like brought his grandsons out and like did this whole thing, but like didn't have like any full-time New Japan talent come in for anything. Like I just thought that was weird because last year they did. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a ton, but
Somebody's going to argue this isn't Forbidden Door.
right. But you're dedicating a show to the founder of another promotion.
Yeah. No, I don't disagree.
I don't know.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Sweet. All right, to round out